Hi guys, today I'm going to prove that the Earth is flat, or that tenta missiles are bad. You'll have to stay tuned to find out which. Alright guys, let's get right into it. The first thing we're going to need to do for me to prove incontrovertibly that tenta missiles are bad is it's going to require, let's say, a bit of magic. By magic, I mean Magic the Gathering. If you're unfamiliar with the game, one, you're missing out. But two, you don't really need to know because it's fairly straightforward. Just follow me on this. Alright, now if you can imagine, you're sitting at a table. And across from you, your opponent has 3 cards laid out on that table. 2 of them are sort of standard fare 2/2 black zombies. You know, kind of cannon fodder. Nothing really special. But the card in the middle, that one's different. That one is got a little bit menacing, kind of has foil inlays on the picture itself. This is a mythic rare Grave Titan. 6/6. It's a big threat. Something you definitely need to get rid of. So how are you going to do it? Well, let's look at your hand. Inside there's a spell. It says, let me look at it. Yeah. It says, target player sacrifices a creature. Now, let's say you play that on your opponent. Which card do you think he's going to sacrifice? Probably not the Grave Titan, right? Now, let's look in your hand again and see what you got here. Yes. You got a card that says destroy target creature. Now, you have the choice this time. What creature do you think you're going to destroy? Now, if you said the zombie, you're wrong. Even though the Grave Titan is technically a zombie, you're going to destroy the Grave Titan, all right? Don't be contrarian, all right? So, what am I trying to illustrate with this metaphor? Basically, what I'm trying to say is that when your opponent has a choice, like the target player sacrifices a creature, he has the choice there. He's going to make the best choice available to him, which means he's not going to sacrifice that Grave Titan. Now, when you have the choice, like when you're playing the card Destroy Target Creature, that's your choice to make. You're going to choose the best option, which is, of course, the Grave Titan. So, when you think about tenta missiles, one thing that makes them unique is you don't get to choose where they land. Basically, your opponent does. When he's targeted with the missiles, he kind of has like a little small window to sort of dodge away and decide where he's going to move, and the missiles will basically follow him. So, the main reason I think tenta missiles are bad is the fact that you don't get to choose where they go. If you think about like Inkjet, Stingray, some of those really strong specials, you're aiming those shots. You get to decide where they go. You get to kind of predict where the enemy is going to move, or put them in places that the enemy either has to go in order to escape, or is going to move towards you to try and attack you, or counter your special. So you have that choice. You can outplay them with it. Missiles, you don't have that option. Basically, what missiles have to do is kind of set up a scenario where there's no good options. Like, let's say you wipe the field of those 2/2 zombie creatures. Then you play the card, target player sacrifices a creature. Well, at that point, he has no option but to sacrifice that. So it definitely gains a lot of value there. But, trying to set that up, a scenario where, like, if they move away, they're, out of the play, they move towards you, they're putting themselves in danger, or, there's other specials like bubbles going out that they don't really want to mess with. Or I've even said, some people try and justify saying, all right, if you have like 2 missiles, it's a lot more annoying. Or if your opponents are there to or allies, I should say, are there to capitalize on splash damage, there are scenarios where missiles could be good. It's just too much setup. How reliably are you going to be able to set that up? And the other issue is you have to kind of take yourself out of the fight to make them work. I mean, to use them safely. They're not as bad as Stingray, but you still have to like back up a ways, then shoot them out, and then are you really going to be able to be in a position to sort of follow up those missiles? Like if they have to move out of the way, or you sort of like reveal them sharking, you're able to take advantage of the fact that they have to move somewhere and either push forward or take advantage if they jump forward or move in some sort of way, can you take advantage of it? And I think Autobomb suffers from this a little bit, but at least you can sort of like, if you force them to move, you can at least take advantage of it. Missiles just doesn't have it. There's a lot of things I think they need to do in order to make them work. I think the first thing would be like buff their shot speed significantly. Some people have said like even like armor speed. That's probably around where they need to be. I'm almost thinking like they just fire and at any target in that full like 180 you're looking at when you activate the special. You wouldn't get that sort of like targeting reticle, to like call them out, but really people don't seem to use that much. I just haven't seen that really be useful in a competitive environment, because basically you're kind of like putting yourself in as a stationary target, or like recon, like on the old game where like you can see where they at, but you're way out of the fight, so it's kind of like, all right, you're at a disadvantage just to get this, just to see where they're at. It's just not, there's just too much there. And that's why missiles are basically, at the moment, pretty bad. I think increasing their launch speed would be the best thing they could do without kind of sacrificing what they are. Kind of like the fact that they kind of force you to move. They're more like sort of an annoying special, target like 4 people and like kind of cause mayhem, slowly like rain down. It is like a special that almost like sort of made to sort of set up, some sort of bad scenario with the enemy team. If you think about it, like it takes a while to come down, so your allies have a chance to sort of like go in at that point. But I still just no one's shown me, just how well it can be executed. And I think one of the main problems is the fact that you kind of take yourself out of the fight to use them. All right, guys, that is it for my report. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll be back on Saturday with another upload. All right, guys, bye.